Hi, welcome to Cecil TV. I'm Alison Donley. This is the third in a series of interviews of candidates for Cecil County Council. The candidates are on the Republican primary ballot, for which in-person voting takes place July 19th. In this interview, I'll be speaking with Al Miller, who is running for the 3rd District Council seat against political newcomer Bob Gatchell. The 3rd District includes Rising Sun, Cherry Hill, Calvert, and Fair Hill. I also note that we reached out to Mr. Gatchell multiple times for interviews and he has not responded. Al,
thank you, Alison. I'm wonderful. Thank you very much for having me on.
Great. You are seeking a second term on the County Council. What do you feel you've accomplished and what are your priorities for the future?
My number one accomplishment, I think, is a diesel training school at the School of Technology. I believe that this whole county is run on diesel trucks running up and down the road and diesel tractors in the field, and never thought too much about it, but there's diesel engines on the marinas and in the marinas and on the rivers also. And so we'll work together with a team of different folks to get that the diesel program up and running within 2 years. And I'm so proud of everything that's been accomplished in the diesel program, and so proud of the School of Technology overall for all that they've done. I think they're on the cutting edge, and they're full right now. They don't have any more room with the addition of the new manufacturing facility they have now. So that's one of the biggest accomplishments. The other is the solar bill. We had a solar bill in the county. We have a lot of connection lines in Cecil County, which makes a lot of people want to come in and put up solar. I don't have a problem with solar. I just have a problem with solar on agricultural soils. Class 1 soils are the best soils that you can grow a crop on, and we want to keep solar panels off Class 1 soils in all the community solar. It's very important to me that we continue to feed this country and most of the world with the food production that we have in this country, and we want soils to be Class 1 soils to be kept for production. We're also soil testing. We have setback programs. We'll soil test every year, and we'll check and see what the soil's like after they're done, the 10 or 12 years, whenever the solar panels come down. They'll also have to pay up front to take them down and put them back into agriculture. So all the transmission lines will have to be dug up. We have setback rules to stop the and make the solar more accessible in Cecil County. I'd like to see solar on brownfields over top of landfills and on rooftops. I just don't like it in Class 1 soils. And my goals is to do more of the same of what we have been doing, is working on economic development, continue to support the school system, and number one priority government is public safety. And we've got to do a better job with our sheriff's department. We're at a critical stage of deputies leaving, and we need to do better with our sheriff's department.
We will definitely come back to that. Checks and balances are an essential part of protecting our democracy at all levels of government. In your opinion, what is the role of the County Council in providing transparency for the public in local government, particularly the County Executive's Office?
Well, our role is, as the council is the congressional role, the legislative body of the council, of the government, the administrations like the president, and the county administrator sets the budget. And then we go through each department and talk about what they're spending, how they're spending it, where their income is, what they've done in the past, what they're going to do this year. They set us priorities of what they want to get done. So we ask a lot of questions. We're in the community talking to people all the time, and we try and make sure that our priorities are in tune with what the administration wants to do and to move the county forward. That's a very big part of it. We spend about 6 weeks going through everything, line items. But the most important thing about the budget I want everybody to understand is that we listen to the citizens of Cecil County. We listen all the time. We're always open for it. We have a big public hearing just before the budget's approved at the Elkton High School, and it's a good time for everybody to speak up.
Our public school and library systems are running on very lean budgets. The school system announced it will eliminate 60 positions in order to cut costs, and the Cecil County Library System is still unable to maintain staffing levels to be fully open at all locations. In your mind, how do you weigh the availability of these essential services with the pressure to low taxes?
Well, you've got to commit to services, and you can cut taxes if you continue to provide the services we need in this county. You have to understand how important, I call it the triple leg of education, the Cecil County Public Schools, the Cecil County Public Library, and Cecil Community College. How important it is for our future in Cecil County, for all our kids as they go through high school, then maybe on to Cecil College, and then go off to college and hopefully come back and work in Cecil County. We're trying to build a workforce here in Cecil County to keep people here, to keep them working in here. So it's very, very important to keep these educational programs going and to supply them with the fiscal needs that they need and deserve. So we'll always try and make cuts, but sometimes you got to give and take and wants and needs. But we've got to continue to support the education in Cecil County.
Right, and speaking of getting students who are educated in Cecil County to come back and work, I mean, isn't doing better than maintenance of effort for our schools an investment in the future?
The maintenance of effort in our school system is just the bare bones of what you have to pay in order for the state and the federal government to give you funding. That's unacceptable, the bare bones. We have to give them more money, and we have to supply these kids with the opportunities to be able to get a good education. And I told all the seniors at every graduation I went to, congratulations. If you're going off to school, great. If you're going off to do a job, I hope it's a job in Cecil County. And when your 4 years of college are over, come back to Cecil County. It's a beautiful place to live, work, and recreate.
The county has received nearly $20 million in federal American Rescue Plan money. Given that this money cannot be used to lower taxes, how do you think it should be spent?
Well, the number one reason for government is public safety. And I know there's earmarks for some of this ARPA money, but we need to continue to pay our police. We need to pay our deputies a fair salary. We're way under everybody else, and we need to do a better job of paying our deputies. And we need to do a better job with our fire companies and our EMS staff. We need to continue to support the public school systems. They need a lot of needs. The small cap programs have been cut to very minimum. We've got to get the schools safety system up and running everywhere. I mean, it's going to take time because it takes to make secure schools and the entrances secure. It takes time to get everything done, and we have to do some studying and get the plans involved. But that ARPA money ought to be used for public safety, in my opinion.
Well, so since you bring up school safety, and school safety is back on everyone's minds once again, at the Cecil County Chamber of Commerce candidate forum last week, nearly every candidate advocated for putting a deputy or a resource officer at the county school, or at every county school, I should say. While this may be desirable, how is that possible when we've had such a challenge retaining and recruiting officers due to salary levels?
It makes it even harder, and I don't believe we have them in every school right now. The problem is we're such short-staffed. We've lost a lot of deputies. 4 deputies went to Baltimore County, and I mean, we're training people to go to other counties because our pay is so poor, and we need to do better. We need to keep our people here. This is a great place to live, and it's a great place for these deputies to work, but we've got to pay them and pay them fairly. It's a very tough job. It's a demanding job. And, the number one problem we have in this county is drugs, and those guys are in the front line of fighting the drug problems, and we need their help.
Your opponent's team has characterized you and Bill Kautz as tax and spend liberals, and suggested that the incumbent team answers to lobbying groups and special interests. How do you respond to that?
I've never raised taxes. You can ask anybody. I'm a farmer. I'm in the farm community. I'm not a liberal. I'm a very conservative guy, but I am a very common sense person. We need to pay people for doing their work. The money that the county has, this administration has spent on what I call kicking the can down the road by refinancing bonds and not paying off debt was an embarrassment. They chose to do that. We tried to stop it. We couldn't. We got to continue to fight for what's best for Cecil County and what's best for our Cecil County citizens. I've never raised taxes, and I don't plan on it, but I'm always going to work for the betterment of the citizens of Cecil County.
For many newcomers to the political game, the strategy is to attack from the right on issues that have little to do with actual governance. As a candidate, that's the hand you're dealt as a person running for the office. But for voters, this can be very confusing. What does the term conservative Republican mean to you?
A conservative Republican means to me that you want to do whatever is in the best interest of the county government to provide good services at a fair price. I don't think it's necessarily just cutting taxes and just playing the game of you're a liberal. We all have to get along. We all have to work together. I played basketball for a lot of years in this county, and I worked as a team. We need to continue to work as a team, as a county, as an administration, as people working together for the betterment of Cecil County. We need to continue to attract good people and have good economic development in Cecil County. That's what brings the money in. That's what, and you can talk all you want about everything else. We need to have the economic development. Tourism is a very big part of this county, and we have a beautiful county to show off, and we need to continue to do that.
Okay. Well, thank you, Al, so much. We had some technical difficulties setting this interview up, but I'm so glad we had a chance to talk.
Yes, thank you very much. I appreciate you with your patience, and thank you so much. You have a great day.
You're welcome. Al Miller is running for Cecil County Council in the 3rd District of Cecil County.
Please remember, you vote countywide, so please vote November 19th, or July 19th, sorry, July 19th. Thank you.
Yeah, July 19th.